Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. What I will be discussing this morning is today is December 20, 2024, and the time is 10:11 a.m. The title of the topic that I will be discussing will be is how to connect uh, car audio amplifiers to its power supply, to its source of audio source, and the output of the sound, meaning the speaker connections. I would like to discuss first how we will make an amplifier, car audio amplifier works. This is a car audio amplifier. This is just a 50-watt stereo amplifier, meaning to say the speaker got a left and right speakers. Two speakers for stereo. Okay, I will try to discuss the how we power up this audio amplifier. These are the connections for the power connections. The first terminal here is the plus 12 volt. Middle terminal is the ground. The third terminal is marked as REM, meaning remove. And this is the so-called fuse of this audio amplifier. To make the connection of this one, we will be connecting this plus 12 volts and this RAM connection together. Okay? It will come from the passive terminal of the battery or the power supply that you will be using. These plus 12 volts and RAM should be connected together. And the ground, that's a standalone connection. Of course, it will go to the ground terminal of the battery or the ground terminal of the power supply, the DC power supply that we will be using. That's how we connect this one. Okay. Without connecting this 12 volt and this RAM here, this audio amplifier will not work because it seems this plus 12 volt and this one should be connected to the passive terminal of the battery or the DC power supply for this audio amplifier to work. That's the power connection. The next connection of this one is the output sound. Since this is a stereo, of course, it should have two speakers. And for both left and right speakers, there are the plus and minus terminals. So this is an easy thing now. Minus, first one, this is, this is plus, this minus. This is plus, this minus. So the first two terminals are the one to be connected to the first speaker. The second two terminals will be, it goes to the second speaker. That's how simple it is. Okay, that's for the speaker connection. We got no problem with that one. You just follow the polarity of the plus terminal here. It go to the plus terminal of the speaker, and the negative terminal should go to the negative terminal of the speaker. Okay, that will be the proper sequence. Okay, let's go to the other connecting terminals or connections of this, what you call this, car audio amplifier. For the audio input, for car amplifiers, there are two types of sound that we will be inputting here. The very clean audio input actually is termed to as low input. As low input. We call this, we will be connecting an RCA connector like this coming from the audio source. That's where we will plug in here. Since this is stereo, okay, this is the first input, low input, and this is the second low input for stereo. And actually, we could adjust the level of the low level input here, because there is a potentiometer inside here where we could what you call this, rotate it from a rating 0 to, what's this, 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's from minimum to maximum. So actually we could increase or decrease the low level input. Okay, but this is a clean audio signal, very clean. Okay, it will be coming from the audio source. Maybe it could be what you call this, a VCR or DVR maybe, in which we will be diverting that audio sound passing through this one, so we could maximize the sound. So that's the low level input. This is a very clean audio input. The other audio input is actually the high level input, high input. Meaning to say, since this is stereo, the first one will be the first high audio input, and the second one will be the second high audio input. Why high audio input? The input here might be coming from another amplifier which is not so loud, okay, which is not so loud but louder enough than the low level input. So the input here might not be a good sound because the output where it came from, maybe there might be some distortions already. It's not very clean. So if you want your audio sound to be clean, try to use the low level input. But this one, we could use it as long as the high input sound is clean. We could amplify it by using this one. But supposing what you will be inputting, it got some distortions, of course, when you amplify that one, the sound coming from this audio amplifier might got some distortions, and it's not so good for the air to hear it. Also, that's the difference between the low input and the high input audio input to this audio amplifier. Low input, very clean. High level input, it might not be clean or it could be clean. It depends on where it came from, another audio amplifier. So that's the difference between this low input and high input. Okay, these are the connections for car audio amplifiers. Like what I said, this is the low level input, this is the high level input. This is a very clean sound, this is not so clean maybe. And like what I discussed a while ago, the power connections, the plus terminal and this RAM connector should be together, and it will be connected to the plus terminal of the battery or the power supply that we will be using. For the output, there's nothing wrong. That's an easy one already. First two terminals, it goes to the first speaker. Second two terminals, it go to the second speaker. First speaker, second speaker. That's how we connect a car audio amplifier. Later on, I will try to assemble this one so we could hear the sound emanating from this one as we inject a clean sound on the low level input. Okay, good morning from Los Angeles. This is Professor David J. De Los Reyes. These are the connections that are needed in the proper operation of a car audio amplifier. Good morning from Los Angeles.